Hello, everybody. I have a game here against Skywave. If you're new here, welcome. I'm not going to be talking about it at all. But more want to talk about why the hell has the SAP community been using AI so much? And I don't know if this is a thing that's common in every community. Like, I know that it's a pretty big thing regardless of how you feel about it. But it just feels like it's been so, so normalized. Like, way more than I ever thought it would be, I suppose. Um, and like, admittedly, I did use it when it was like, well, not necessarily when it was first a thing, but when I had first kind of heard about it and wanted to like see what it was about. And like, the only other times I've used it fairly recently is to just see kind of the capabilities for like new stuff that comes out. Not with any intention to like abuse it, just to like, I don't know, like make sure I know what to look out for, I suppose. Good example is like Suno. If you don't know what Suno is, it's like AI for pieces of music that, I mean, I wouldn't count as music because nobody made them. But I have like tested that to see what it is that I have to look out for in terms of like figuring out what is AI generated and what isn't. But okay, let's like get back on topic here. Um, it's been so common recently that I've seen from SAP players. Like I know Jiggy. I don't think Jiggy like constantly talks about it, but he posts a lot of like AI generated images as reactions to things, and like has a AI profile picture. And like I don't like looking at it, but you know it's his decision to just do that. I suppose like at the end of the day. But then like if you signed up for Team Tour 11, or if you're like in the dojo at all, you would know this. The poster for Team Tour 11 is also AI generated, and it's not even like it was AI generated and then like fine tuned. I think it initially started out as like somebody using it for concept art, um, or something like that. And then the TOs or whoever was kind of running that part of Team Tour just decided that they were using that now. And it's like so incredibly obvious, even if you don't know what to look for in an AI generated image, because the dice has two fives on it. It's like the name of it is Shut Up and Roll, and so they generated an image of a dice, but the dice has two fives. That's not what a dice looks like. But here we are, I suppose. I don't know. Am I just the friend that's too woke about this, or like, is this the worst thing ever? um, Another example that I can think of recently, Rev community posted, and to be clear, I don't think this is Rev's fault at all, but Rev community posted a track that was like Rev is sleepy. There was like a lo-fi type of thing, I suppose, that was very obviously AI generated, again, if you know what to look for. And I just think it's so weird how that's been like that's just a thing that people do so comfortably. Um Another example, some people from Rev's Discord might know Swift. I got a message from Swift after making the video, and like I don't know Swift, this is the first message I've gotten from them. So this is not like a reflection on who they are as a person. But my first impressions were like, okay, I get this message being like, hey, I watched your video on Team Tour and like talking about Turtle Pack and things like that. And so about a month ago, I like put my creative energy into something or other for like Pack 2, and it was like an AI generated country song about Pack 2. And I'm just thinking, like, is it the common opinion that people are like, that people say that they have made something, that they've like made music if using an AI generation, like generative AI program, that they've like made art when using a generative, I can't speak, AI program? Like, it's so weird to me that this is so consistently happening. I guess it's probably a good time also to like send a formal apology out to Eggy, um, because I feel really bad about this. Like, when um, I think there was a certain point where she wanted like some kind of reference to make a make like an avatar out of, and I used AI for that reference and didn't disclose it. I think if you like disclose it specifically, it's less bad. Um, but like I still definitely shouldn't have used it at all. But again, this was during the point where it was like, at least for me, a fairly new thing. But yeah, I feel stupid about it now. And that's part of the reason why I don't use that avatar. If you look on like a Tetris stream of mine, you'll see that it's a different avatar by I Have to Frog, which was made like completely naturally for like a different thing. You like didn't want a reference for that or anything. But okay, hold on. Lots happening. But yeah, I don't know. It's very clearly like a big thing that is like impacting a lot of the world right now. And it just feels so like gross to look at anything AI related. Um like most of the things you see are like a gimmick. I think recently, like, you might have seen the AI generated version of Minecraft that was going around that was like obviously like unplayable. It was like you would go somewhere, you would look up and you would look down and the entire terrain was different and you didn't like have a working inventory and etc etc. I'm getting like irrationally annoyed about this AI talk. But yeah, like it's mainly just a gimmick that some people can like make content out of, I suppose, by looking at like, haha, this looks so dumb and stupid. Silly AI doesn't know what it's doing or whatever. And I think also there's a lot of fear mongering about like it's gonna replace creative jobs. Which, first of all, why have we gotten to the point where it's replacing creative jobs instead of just like doing all of the manual labor stuff that people don't want to do? But second of all, I don't think it ever is. It's kind of like designed to, I don't know how to word this, but it's designed to like do things as perfect as it can, which then means it's kind of in the exact same style all the time. And it's why it's so easy to look at things like AI generated images and figure them out, at least for the most part. And it's why like I was able to tell that the Rev Sleepy thing was AI, and why the Pack 2 country song that I got from Swift was also AI. Granted, I don't have like definitive proof, but it's like a 90% confidence. Like, I would like, I don't know what's like a really outlandish thing I could say I would do if it ended up not being the case. But like, yeah, I would have thought that the creative side of this community would, like, pick up on that a lot more. But it kind of just seems like a lot of people are just kind of saying like this is a thing that will happen, and I will just continue to use it. I just really don't like it. It's so like, I don't know. I can't like formulate my thoughts on this other than like it's really really bad, and I hate it more than a lot of other people seem to hate it. I don't know. I never have been good at speaking, but at least I can like write my own stuff. Also, if you've been paying any attention to this game at all, that's just been going on, you'll notice that I like came back from a 1-5 deficit on this random pack with like a team that shouldn't work in any capacity. But look, that's not what I was here to talk about. It just really upsets me, and I hope that for the next Team Tour season, especially, that we do better. And maybe it's not the best thing in the world for me to say that, because I don't plan on like making anything for Team Tour, because I'm not like I'm not actually good with art. I'm okay with music, I guess, but I don't think Team Tour like needs a theme song particularly. But like, we can do better than AI. Come on, guys. Anyway, that's about it from me. Hopefully this video hasn't depressed you too much. I I really hope that we can like see this as a reason to get better at things, and kind of have it as a way to motivate us to improve, instead of having it be like a doom and gloom situation where like, oh, what's the point in trying anything? Because there is a point. We do better out of spite. But anyway, that's about it for me. Have a wonderful day.